All right, Daddy, show them what a pregnant worm looks like.
All right. If you'll notice, it's kind of hard to see with the dirt, but see how he's swollen right there?
Yep.
In other words, see that how he's all swollen up? That means he's been bred, and he's fixing to slide right out of there. And when he does, he's going to be...
leaving an egg sac.
That's an egg sac right there.
Right, so that is a pregnant worm. Now,
That's
if you
right.
look at one like this,
Yeah,
you can see the difference.
Yeah,
See how these are not swollen right here?
that's right.
All right, so that's how you tell that they have been bred. Now you know.
Back to Pawpaw Sammy, and that's how you tell if a worm's pregnant or not. Oh, God, look at that.
I know. Wait. Just keep pulling it back before you disturb. I want to show you. Look.
Your potato. You got
Yes, sir.
potatoes.
And look, you can see, okay, everybody, this is castings. These are castings sitting on top. So when you pull back, you can see where they've been working. That is their poop. Look at this.
Sure is. Look at that. Look at that. That's a red wiggler?
Yes, sir.
Look at the size of that. Look at them. Look. The size of them rascals.
Aren't they beautiful?
I mean, this worm bin is in, oh man, this is unreal.
It's in top shape. Look at them in the paper.
I know. And you know the paper be full of eggs.
Yes, sir.
See there, look. See them? Look at the eggs.
Because they like to get, there's
Look,
another
there's
one.
another. They all up in here.
So if you've got worm bins, when you pull the top back, you should see the worms on the surface. That's a healthy bin. That is the indicator that it's moist enough. It's how it's supposed to be. If you're wondering what all this is bedding so that they can get out of their manure.
Look at the eggs. I'm
Yeah.
just picking up eggs like crazy.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to
Look at
come
them.
on this
Look.
side.
See that?
On this side and get them. I just ran this side recently. We just ran and reset this side. But you can see how they're going through it already.
This is absolutely funny.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
why I told you were like, which side? I'm like, the other side. There's so many eggs in this bed.
It is. I've got 5 or 6 just by looking at cardboard. Look at them. They lay it on top. Look.
Daddy's setting them up.
It's set up like this is the best way. It's not that deep, if you'll notice. Actually, it's this deep,
Yes.
and it's only about yay deep in here.
And why is that? Can you tell them why we don't make extremely deep bins for red wigglers?
Red wigglers, compost worms. They're compost worms. I mean, look at that's it. The bed that deep. These worms are working right here. If it was a foot deep, they'd still be working right there. Keep it damp. It brings the worms up to the food. If it gets dry, well, they're gonna find the dampest spot they can find. That's where they're staying.
That's exactly right. And I want to show them the food that you had sent me. Now, my dad makes this. Of course, you can buy it online, you guys. You know, do what you have to do. But my dad makes this out of a mixture of rice bran. It's got rice bran. It's got wheat bran.
Corn.
Cornmeal.
Cornmeal.
And see, now this is supplemental, right? Because everything that's in this bed is food. The
right.
bedding, eventually, this is bedding. Eventually, this too will break down to a point that the worms will ingest it and poop it out. But for now, we put it back on top like this, and the worms can come and get out of all the manure. Now, we recycle paper, we recycle manure, we recycle food scraps in here. But let me make a little bit of a note for you guys. Please make sure that everything is damp. Like if you notice down here, this is actually damp. It's not dripping water and it's not dry. I can feel the dampness in it. You don't want to put anything in your beds that is soaking wet and nothing in your beds that is totally dry. So what Dad and I are actually doing, you guys, and I really encourage you, if you're thinking about getting into worms or you're already doing it, periodically go through your beds, find some eggs, pull them out, put them in a separate bin, a small one that's in your house that is temperature controlled, and hatch out a new section of eggs. And you'll get a bunch of new worms. which you can either then sell or start new bins with. But this helps you keep your beds healthy.
I do like you, give them to your daddy.
Oh yeah, or do like I do and give the eggs to my dad. This is how we do it. We're sharing our resources. He'll take those eggs home and he will hatch them out. Now look, I want to show you guys. That egg has recently hatched out because it's empty. You can see it. So what he'll do is he'll take it home, put them in a small little bin, a little 5-quart tote or a little 10-quart tote.
I got it set up. Ready.
He's already got it set up. He'll make a video for you guys when he gets back to his house, putting the eggs in there, making sure that the worms have food and everything. And I'm hoping you guys are learning a little bit. You see how healthy these worms are? Don't put too much in your bins, guys. Like my dad says, these are epigeic worms. That means that they are leaf-dwelling, surface-dwelling worms. They are not deep earthworms like the big European or African night crawlers. That is a different setup altogether.
There's your potato.
Yep, another potato. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get these put into the ground because that's how I root my potatoes. So today we're just on an egg hunt. Oh wow, look. You see them? That's a 2-for-1 right there, you guys. And remember, each egg can hatch out 1 to 5. Normally it's about 3. So every time we find one of these precious tiny eggs, we are tripling my dad's worms in his bins. And then if something happens and one of my beds fails, or, you know, say I get another rat that gets in here and eats all my worms or something like that, I can replace my stock back from my own dad.
Play on words. Don't put all your worms in one basket.
That's it. That's exactly right. Not all your eggs in one basket, guys.
No, don't put all your worms in one basket.
So this is us at Starkey Farmstead and America's Pawpaw. We are just taking in the worm bins today.
I cannot believe how healthy this bed is.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh my God, it is.
You know, I think the difference is I added horse manure. You had told me before to do that. I want to show you guys how amazing this is. Do you see that? The potato is rooting. Look at that. Look at that, Daddy.
Oh yeah.
How cool that is.
Oh yeah. I've had people text me and comment and say, I didn't know you could potato peelings would root. Definitely they will, under the right conditions. They got the moisture, they got the fertilizer, the vermiculture. Now I wouldn't try to stick them in the ground. I don't know if that'll work or not. I've never tried that.
Yeah, I go straight to the ground with them, Daddy.
No, from here.
Oh yeah, from here.
But, I mean, you try to root a peeling in the ground, it might not work.
Oh yeah, no, the peeling, I wouldn't think so. But once it's got roots on it, I think you could go for it.
Oh yeah.
Thanks everybody for hanging out with me and America's Pawpaw today as we dig in the worm bins.
Look at them worm food.
That's it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And go out there and get your hands dirty too, y'all. God bless.